up and down matches with Counter Rumble.
Starting to the top left of the map, we have our first Terran player starting in orange. He is a Prime player, and his ID is
Byun Prime.
And starting at the bottom right of Ohana is his opponent. Starting in blue.
MVP King.
He started off with a 3-0 today.
Yeah, he was looking like he was going to get out of here no matter what. But, you know, we talked about it. It was like, okay, he's got the 3-0, probably going to get out. It's basically set. And we talked about all the crazy scenarios that might occur that might make it so he doesn't get out. And well, they're occurring right now. We're watching them on screen. Both players going for barracks before CC. And the gases will be taken in moments, or won't be, depending on what the players choose.
Wait a second. I'm just looking at this. I just looked up the results, and Keen is in Code S. Keen is already in Code S.
Okay.
He won against... Keen was able to win against Shine. Keen took out Parting. Keen lost only to Trap so far. So if he loses to Byun, I think... yeah, actually looking at it, I mean, I might be wrong, but the thing is, he's already in Code S. And if he wins, then Parting is in, and if Byun wins, if Byun wins, Byun is in. Shine is out.
Yeah,
I hope I have this correct here, but I'm looking at the sheet and I think that's the truth right now. So guys, this is really a little bit of one of those complicated scenarios, usually with those group mathematics a little bit on, but as you need to understand, we actually have to talk and commentate these games while doing all of this stuff, so it's a little bit more complicated for us being on camera and doing all these things at the same time. But if I'm not mistaken, then Keen is through no matter what. If he wins against Byun, Parting will advance together with him, and if Byun wins, Byun will advance. Shine, once again, apparently is not able to pull through.
The SCB here is able to see everything. He sees the command center, he sees no gases. So Keen knows everything. He back at home is making a reactor. Has not pulled out a gas though, so he's going to be able to make a few extra Marines and then get that factory up and make Hellions if he wants to. Ohana is a good map for mech. It's obviously not what Ghost Can is going for, adding 2 barracks here, but Keen could be keen on it. He's going to make a few more...
I see what you did there.
Yeah. He's making a few more Marines here, and we're going to find out eventually, though, what his long-term plan is going to be. He's going to want to bunker the top of his ramp if he is going to go for mech and stop Marine production as soon as that factory is done. When you go for mech, you do make enough Marines just to make sure that you're safe, and they have a little bit of a buffer for you.
The situation in this group is so crazy. If you think about the position that Keen is in right now. It's basically once again the situation, okay, how much soju do I get if I win? Yeah, that's of course not gonna happen, but yeah. For him, this is just a position where he can, he can play whatever. He's definitely gonna put as much effort into it as possible because he knows that both players, well, yeah, you know, it's just like everyone is watching him right now, and everyone is gonna say if he makes some weird mistakes, people are gonna say it's really game. Always assuming that was correct earlier.
Well, sometimes you have sandbag players, and sometimes you have I don't know what to call players actually in no matter what. That player is like they're a qualified player. Qualified player comes in, and it is a little strange, and like you said, some people do oftentimes accuse players who lose matches like this of match fixing, of not really trying. There is a line between not trying, not playing your best, and of course match fixing.
Yeah.
But I think that so far everything that Keen is doing looks normal. Now he has stopped Marine production, and this does show us, of course, that he is going to mech. He starts it again though, as I say that, so we'll see. It's looking less and less likely, and there's the barracks. He's not going to mech here.
Yeah, Keen is definitely going to play as well as he can here. That's what you do in the GSL. There's, of course, also the relationship between all of the teams, but you really have to put a lot of effort in it. You don't want to gain some kind of weird reputation, but it's a little bit of an unfortunate situation. I actually think that a situation like this severe, didn't happen in quite a long time. I think we had it before, like 2 seasons ago in the up and downs, but usually something like this avoided. You have three-way ties, and you have one player that is out already that has to fight. But this is even, I feel, a little bit more tense.
Yeah, this is definitely very different. Exactly what you said is normally you have the sandbag player who has to win, and that makes a difference. And that's different because that's like your reputation is on the line. You are likely 0-3 or 0-4, and if you lose, or you're 0-3, you will lose and become 0-4. You don't want that to happen ever, so that's when you really try. But in this case, he's already out, so it is a little bit different, a little bit weird. He's going to fly right into a missile turret, but that cloak is going to be very effective at dealing with these Marines on the ground.
Yeah, Byun's defense here is really a good one. Keen is a little bit ahead in Harvesters with 40 to 35, but the defense for Byun is very good. And Keen has to be, he has to pay attention to his Banshee. If there's a scan, he will lose it.
And there's not enough space actually behind that base to escape with the Banshee once he's out of energy.
Nice micro though. Taking a lot of kills. There's the scan, and Byun is still losing units. Really well done.
I guess I stand mistaken. I guess that is the one spot where you can stand with your Banshee.
Look at Keen here doing a great amount of damage here. Really well done. This Banshee has 7 kills, and another one is just coming in.
You know, both of these players actually came from, well, hold that thought. Does snap that Banshee down.
But that's 2 scans that you already used to take down 1 Banshee. He lost a lot of units in the meantime, and we have now a Harvester advantage still for Keen, 48 against 44, 20 Marines on the map. His siege tanks are already there. He's getting stim. He's looking at a pretty cool spot, especially with his 3rd base now ready.
Right now, Byun is playing this a little bit like Colt. He's getting very late siege tanks, getting the upgrades for his bio really fast, and getting just getting this bio force together that you will be able to control the map with and take engagements when your opponent's siege tanks are not in position, but is a little bit weak at actually attacking straight on into prepared armies. It's an army composition that is temporary, but this is how he is opened up here. Now he's taken his 3rd base, and he's probably feeling like this is a great move because he's moving the Marines across the map, and he wants to put pressure on while the command center is finishing. So he's going to attack here. He's putting pressure on while he gets that command center up, and if the hold that thought, a few siege tank shots here on the Marines. But he wants to put this pressure on, but the thing is his opponent already has a 3rd, and this is a great engagement so far for Byun. He takes out a siege tank, but he's losing a lot of Marines. It doesn't look like it's going to matter though, because he forces the lift there. That's exactly what he wants. He didn't know that's what he wanted before because he didn't know about the 3rd base, but this turns out really well for him.
He doesn't know that's what he wanted before.
He didn't know that's what he wanted before. He was like, oh, this is what I wanted after all.
Well, I think he's going to take it.
It's a touching life story here. He figures out what it's all about. It's actually not about saving your own command center. It's about making sure your opponent can't mine from his. It's not about making money. It's about taking money. I'm not going to get into the status quo, but anyway, Banshee coming around here. He still has Cloak. He can harass him a little bit, and Ghost King coming in for another pass.
He really does like a lot of damage, especially with those siege tanks not in the best spot to defend against it. And also, if he wins against this, well, it's not winning against the command center, but if he kills it, if he destroys it, that would be awesome for him. The Harvester count now is actually dead. Even he gets out with every single unit. No, leaves 1 Marine behind.
He thought about coming back. Look at that Marine. That Marine is ice skating. Now he quit ice skating.
He's dancing, man. He's having a great time here.
A bunch of Marines stimmed and ran to the command center for beyond the top right. He sensed danger, but there was nothing. He just stimmed a huge group of Marines and ran them up to that command center, but there was nothing there. When things go bump in the Ohana, that's when Byun gets scared. Well, now there's a bit of a problem. The Banshee does come over there, but this is the Banshee from before.
Keen has quite a significant lead here in supply now. Once again, the upgrades, that's actually a funny thing. You look at the upgrades that we have for them, that is exactly the same timing.
Well, the armor is a little bit later for Keen, but basically, yeah.
And, well, at this point right now, we have a quick look at the army supply. 80 against 87. 3 base against 3 bases. Yep, the upgrades are dead even. And Keen is moving out right now. This is about positioning. Medivac count is also interesting. Double the amount of medivacs for Byun. But he's losing a lot here.
He lost a ton of units there. That was a terrible engagement for him. Holding his third base might become an idea that is based on something other than reality right now, because the army supply now becomes 98 to 67, but the siege tank count is 6 to 3. He has 1 Marauder. His opponent has about 50% more Marines than him. The upgrades are even, but Keen has so many more tanks, and Byun doesn't even have siege mode yet. He will have it if Keen keeps messing around right now, but he doesn't even have siege mode yet.
Yeah, that's going to be the biggest concern that he has. And now we have Keen just pushing in. He still has a huge supply lead.
If he traps him up that ramp, he can kill that third base so easily. A huge stim here by Keen. Siege mode just finished.
He
wants to trap him outside the ramp, but he's too scared. He doesn't go up. He doesn't know his opponent doesn't have siege mode yet. Or that he didn't, and that's why he's down there like that.
Yeah,
but
by now he's siege up a nice Marine force at the right side. That is really good. And apparently that's something that Byun hasn't realized yet.
Now he sends his Marines, and this allows Keen, if he wants to try to move in a little bit further. He could drop in the main base now as well. It's exactly like Byun just finished those missile turrets and the sensor tower there. Oh, he's caught on siege! Byun has a slight opportunity, picks off a tank, loses so many Marines in the process though.
Resources lost are in favor of Keen, of course. The army supply right now is 123 against 93. A 30 supply advantage in army supply. Here come the upgrades, +3/+3 started for both of them. They complete the armor upgrades. Keen is trying to move in again. Is in siege tank range though, has to be careful here.
Super careful.
And gets another command center.
Yeah, he needs that command center. Oh, this turret is so critical. He's going to actually lose the medevac there. 3 Marines will get out, but he's got enough units nearby. Now, this is a moment where I feel like Keen needs to do several things. He's got a lead, but he wants to be able to hold on to it. First thing would be to get some tanks on that high ground, and he'll be able to control that ramp. I'm talking about the high ground right next to those rocks. Get some tanks up there, you control the high ground, and make sure your opponent can't take another base.
Uh-oh, he stims and he pushes in with everything that he has. He's trying to end the game right now. He's fighting against the siege tanks.
Yeah, I don't know how much I like that. It's traded even, and he's ahead, but could have been a little bit safer there. He needs to get more bases up. He needs to put sensor towers up to stop drops. He's got a decent amount of turrets, but he does have some weak points in his main base.
Keen has more Marines, a lot more Marines, 20 additional Marines and also 2 additional tanks. The supply in SCVs is the same, but another command center for Keen is ready. He sends it over to the 4th. He is definitely putting on the pressure. He's controlling the pace of the game. He's trying to push in. The Marines are joining, both of them going for exactly the same upgrades at the same time, which is the crazy part here.
Yeah, this is actually closest upgrades I've seen in a mirror matchup, I think, in my entire career.
The 4th base is ready now. The 4th base for Keen is ready. He will have the superior income. Is now getting also Vikings. He can afford them, and this will pressure the medivacs of Byun and will also reduce his siege tank vision.
I just noticed that Keen's tank hit a tank of Byun's that actually had vision of Keen's. That actually just happened again. How is he able to see his tanks, but he can't?
I think he attacked the SCV.
That must be it, okay.
Yeah, there's an SCV, and I think the SCV was in range.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
But it was repairing.
I was going to say, this is broken.
Keen finds the magic item, increase siege tank range by 1.
This medevac is going to be spotted by a Marine.
It's
then there are 3 turrets to stop it. There's no way he gets that medevac.
Oh, and there's another force. Yeah, he takes the medevac to the left side out. No problem at all. And to the right side, the 1 medevac, he's probably going to die, but still, Keen is now looking at a great position. Just look at the bank that he has over his opponent. He is getting the Vikings. He has them now already. Focuses the medevac back, takes them down, actually.
This medevac is going to be shut down by, well, the turrets. See, this is what I was talking about. Turrets a little bit too widely spaced. Doesn't realize it, though.
Yeah, he doesn't walk in. He's a little bit too scared. And now a huge force of Marines is heading over to the right side of the map, trying to kill them. Yeah, it's gonna lose. It doesn't even have to be too cost efficient here. He just does have too much. Supply is roughly even now. They are both heading for 200, but just look at the bank that Keen currently controls. He is in the position where he can add additional production facilities. That's what he does. Now we have Ghost King. We have Byun moving in against the siege up tanks. He's dropping supplies, trying to drop there to kill this contain. But Keen is really holding well. 40 supply lead for him already, and he pushes Byun back. It looks like Keen is going to advance. Yes, he wins the game. He advances, and Parting storms the booth. Parting and Keen, they advance. They go to Code S. Look at Parting here. Oh my god, is he a happy panda or what?
You know, Parting and Keen actually were both on the same clan, Foyu, before they went to their different teams. When this is back when Foyu existed together. They know each other for a really long time. Byun, on the other hand, is finding himself a little bit alone on the side here. I'm actually a little bit surprised myself he did not get out of the group. But Keen looked dominant. You know, Keen isn't always this dominant, but you know, when he's looking good, he's looking really good.
Yeah, and today he looked really good. 4 wins and only 1 loss. The loss against Trap. I feel against Trap he thought that Trap would probably not give too much thought on the match. Maybe, I don't know. He wanted to end the game fast and he saw that Trap was already down 3 games, didn't win a single map. So it was a bit risky with the double barracks opening that he executed on Daybreak. That was the one game that he lost, but now we have Keen and Parting advancing. Let's have a quick look at the results and at the final standing in today's Up&Down.
Yep, here they are, of course. Trap taking the worst end of it along with ASD. Those 2 players will not advance. On the other hand, Byun barely losing that last game, and Shine not able to advance, but Parting and Keen will get out. You notice there is a 3-way tie in score, but because of the direct comparison, Shine will not be able to advance today.
I'm pretty sorry here for Byun a little bit. He had this in his own hands. He only had to win 1 game, but he lost the last 2 matches, and therefore he's not going to advance. Neither does Shine. Let's have a quick look at the next matches, though.
Yeah, tomorrow's matches are going to be awesome. Here they are. Flash, Seed, Supernova, Ryung, and Sirius. Yeah, there's 1 less player in this group. It's only 5 players, but let me tell you, this group is stacked. Sirius is going to be arguably the odd man out here. He and Ryung being a Slayers player. I think there's a lot of stories to be had there. Then you have 2, Seed is a Code S champion. You've got Flash, who is a multi-winner. I don't even want to list all his results out. Then you have Supernova, who's been around for such a long time. What a group.
You can argue a little bit that it's an easier group for the Protoss and the Zerg player because they only have to prepare 2 matches.
Yes.
2 matchups, whereas all the Terrans have to prepare 3. But yeah, that's going to be a really interesting group tomorrow. A 5-player group, going to be a tough match for all of them. Group D starting at 6:10 p.m. KST, of course. And yeah, crazy group today. Yeah. My sheet is looking like...
You should show it, man. You should put that out there and let us see what you wrote.
I don't think you can see that on camera.
Yeah, you can't really see.
No, but there's a lot of calculation going. If.
Yeah. That's only like one part of your sheet. He has like this other part of the sheet too. It's like not even done.
I started with the second page too because I was running out of space. I'm like, that's not gonna work. But, well, we have 2 players advancing. This was one of the closest groups. This group and Group A were probably the groups where I thought, okay, this is going to be the closest. And, yeah, we have now a Protoss advancing. That's the first Protoss. So far, only Terran and Zerg advance. Parting's the first Protoss to go into Code S from the Up&Downs. Tomorrow, we have another Protoss. We have Seed. We have 3 additional Terran players and 1 Zerg. We're going to see tomorrow who's going to get into Code S and who will play Code A next season. Do you have anything to add?
I just want to make sure everybody tunes in tomorrow. Tell your friends about it. Follow us on Twitter at ProxyWolf, at Calder, at GOMTV as well.
Yep.
And we'll see you tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Have a good day, guys.